Hello, everybody. I hope you are doing fantastic tonight. And let me tell you, I've been over here just sweating. And I'll be honest with you, I'm really excited about this show. But when you have different equipment, when you're drawing, when you're expecting spirit to come through, there's a lot of trust in this. Not only spirit, but also technology. And hopefully things will go as smooth as planned. And I'm sure it will because it always does as long as I just trust spirit. Hey Connor, how are you doing? Hope you are doing fine. So let me know if you are here. The show's going to be a little bit different tonight. And again, I am excited to do this demonstration, and it will be a little bit different than what you are used to. If you are new to the show, welcome. My name is Michelle Henderson, and I'm a psychic medium in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I thought it would be fun tonight good. I'm glad that you're good, Connor. I'm glad that you're good. And I'm glad that you're here. I thought it would be fun to go ahead and demonstrate because not everybody does spirit art. And everybody that does spirit art is so different. And when I first started in the psychic realm as a psychic medium, I meditated. I thought, how am I going to help heal people? How am I going to have spirit talk to me? What am I going to do? What tool am I going to use? And so it kept saying art. Well, if you don't know me, growing up, I would only do stick figures, right? My grandparents were artists. I never really took art classes that many times until I started this. And so Spirit said, you're going to find a way. So I thought, oh, good, they're going to show me exactly what to draw, what to do. And it's like, no, you're going to have to discover it on your own. So I will show you some drawings that I started out with and how I do it now. The way that I do it, whenever spirit comes through, I do a likeness, okay? It's not a portrait because a portrait takes hours. If you know art, you have to do a lot of shadowing, and it's just a lot of time, especially when I have to use colored pencils. It's just in my soul to use color, and I have to use color. So, but, I'm going to use my bobbleheads as an example, okay? So, all the bobbleheads look a lot alike. However, you know which one is different. And this is Sam and Dean from Supernatural. Even though they look the same, you know which one is which, right? So that's exactly the same. And okay, so whenever I do connect with spirit, I'm being reminded right now that they tell me exactly what they want to be shown. Now, a lot of them don't come across as being older with me. Hey, Melissa, how are you? So older with me, they want to show that they were young and exciting and vibrant. So, so a lot of times they'll say, oh, don't give me many wrinkles. But I'll show you everything in a few minutes. But let me show you the pictures of what I've drawn before, but we're going to do it a little bit different. We're actually going to have spirit come and connect with me. It's going to be like a platform reading, if you have seen that before. So I'm going to connect with somebody. Instead of you telling me who you want to connect with, I'm going to connect with spirit. And again, I'm trusting that the spirit is with somebody, but you have to, if you are watching the show, don't all of a sudden get off and go, no, I don't want to admit that it's my loved one. Because really, if they're here for you, you need to own up. I've been at a platform in the audience before, and they described one of my loved ones. It's like, I don't want anything, it's kind of embarrassing a little bit, and you want to connect, but you don't, and which I can completely understand. So if the spirit does resonate with you, okay, please let me know. And I'm going to do a drawing, and I'm kind of confined, so it's kind of difficult for me to do, but hey, we're going to do it, right? We're going to see so that I can demonstrate for you guys. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you some of my past drawings. This is when I first started. And Tracy Escobar was my mentor. Wonderful mentor. So whenever I read for a couple of her clients, she was able to get a picture for me to show that, yes, this is who you were talking to. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this drawing right here. And this is a younger boy that came across, and he passed away with cancer. And he kept telling me, he said, I don't want you to draw me with hair because that's how I passed. And it was like I was a warrior at that time, right? And so what I do on the right side is I write down all the information that he gives me. Okay. And then Tracy figured out who this was, this young man, and I drew, and it kind of looks purple in the picture, but actually drew blue. And he kept telling me, I thought it was a gown, that he kept telling me that he had a blue gown on, but he was actually swimming and his shirt was blue. And so Tracy was able to make that connection, and I was able to get a real picture. So I don't have many recent real pictures, but it's exciting when you get that validation, especially if it's not, portrait per se. All right, so I'm going to show you another one. And this is really dear to my heart too, because this young girl came across and she died when she was a teenager. And the person I was reading for, they were best friends. So it just kind of, it was very emotional. And again, you can see the nose, I didn't really do a good job on the nose, but you know what? It's not important as long as you make that connection. And this little girl told me, or the teenager, when I say little, everybody's younger for me, but she wanted me to draw her in a ponytail because she was like a tomboyish, is how she explained it, and she had really bright green eyes. And so as soon as I said that, this client said, yes, I know exactly who you're talking about. So let me go ahead and hide this, and I want to kind of show you some more of my favorites, and then I'm going to make sure that the camera is working, and that's why I'm going to show the color ones, and then I'm going to show you what I start with, and I'll try to connect. Okay, so this is one of my favorite ones that I drew, and again, this was at the very beginning, and this was a girl who was very gothic and kind of got into drugs and everything. And that was her demise, is that because of all the drugs that she was taking. All right, and I'm going to show you some others. I'm going to put this down. This is one I've done recently. So what I do now is and see the camera's trying to figure out, so hopefully that's clear for you guys. So this person came across and wanted me to put the little clips in her hair, and wanted flowers at the side for her daughter. And so, but a lot of the drawings now, because I use a template, looks like this. And I'm going to show you another one that I've recently done, and so you can kind of see as it's changed. But this one it's actually, okay, it was a young adult who passed away, but she said, I want you to put a crown on me, because that, I remember when, the client and I used to play together. They were best friends. And she said we used to play dress up together. And so she wanted me to put a crown on her. So I said, absolutely, let's do a crown. All right, so for everyone that is here, and it looks like, if you're not here, let me know, and I'll show you how we're going to do this, is I am going to tell you who has come across, and see if this person resonates with you, and we'll see if we can make a connection before I get started, because I want to make sure that we do have that connection. And with just a few people, let me know that you're here again. Melissa and Connor, let me know that you're still here, and then who else is here. So let me know that you're still here. Just give a wave. And let me know that you are here so that I can connect with the spirit. And we'll see if we have a connection here, because that would be totally awesome. And if I do describe the spirit and you're going, oh, I know exactly who that is, then let's say yes. Okay. And I'll connect with you and see if this is somebody for you. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. So Connor, maybe this is for you, and it's very interesting because I think, and Tiffany is here. Okay, so we'll let me get a drink of water before I connect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and explain it one more time, just in case Tiffany didn't hear it. Okay. Oh, Cassie, hello. Okay. So I'm going to connect with spirit, all right? And I'm going to see if there's a connection. It's kind of like a platform reading. If this person sounds familiar to you, all I want you to do is put yes, okay? And if we get a couple of yeses, it's okay, all right? Then I'll kind of meditate and see, figure out who this is, and hopefully we can get a connection, all right? And what else was I going to say? Oh, I know okay. So as I'm doing the drawing and I get some more information, and you can take a lot of the information, but there's a couple of things that you can't take, it's okay. All right. Because spirit will, connect with me and gives me symbols. Sometimes they'll talk with me. And then sometimes I just know. But it's like they get in my file cabinet and we have specific symbols that we work with. So my symbol may not make any connection with you. You'll be going, I don't know what you're talking about. And once, if you're with me in person, we're able to figure it out. And you're going, oh, that makes total sense. Okay. So, but there's always a reason spirit tells me certain things. And since we're on Facebook Live, this is the first time I've done this. It's hard for me to see if it resonates with you or not. Like if we were on Zoom, I could bring you up, so talk about it. So this is really the first time. Like I said, I'm just winging it, kind of sweating a little bit. Hopefully it will all work out. But hey, spirit's in charge, and we'll see what happens. All right, and then after the show, if you want to connect with me, or if you know who this is and you want the picture, please text me on the page, because that way then I can email you, because that's how Facebook works. I can't really text you or anything. It will be blocked. So definitely text me, and I'll try to text you personally, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Well, I feel a lot of excitement out there. Okay. Okay. So, and it's very interesting because I was wondering if she was going to stick around. And she said, of course, I'm going to stick around. So I will tell you, it's very interesting because I was practicing drawing, and she was kind of telling me what to draw. It's like, I'm not drawing yet. I'm just practicing for Facebook. And you got to know, too, a lot of some spirits don't want to be drawn. But this one in particular really does. But she is a female who has passed, okay, who has crossed over. And what she wants me to draw first, but I'll just tell you what she's telling me, and I want to make sure we have a connection here. And she keeps telling me that she had bangs. She said, I want you to make sure that I have bangs, okay? And with her personality, she was really showing me, and I was asking her, were you creative? Were you logical? She said, I was definitely creative. And it's somebody who loved to write. And, it's one of those things that people were kind of surprised that she loved to write, because she was like almost kind of, I want to say, a hippie personality, very laid back, just kind of like, letting the world take its place. Didn't really, kind of flighty, I guess I could say, kind of out of it. All right, so does this resonate with anybody so far? And just put a yes. And I will tell you what she told me as well. And she said, it's okay, you can tell everybody. But it was almost like she was so flighty that she loved going to parties. And she really did like to smoke. But of course, the substance of marijuana. Okay. And I know it's called different things or whatever. Okay. So, but she said, yes, okay. So good. Okay. So Erica, let me ask her a little bit more. But yeah, she said, yeah, man, I really, she knew how to get the good stuff. Okay. All right. So first I'm here, but this resonates with you, right? Just tell me yes again. I just want to make sure. And I will. And it's interesting that this one, okay. So Erica, let me know again if this resonates with you, but it's very interesting if this is your first time, because she must have known that you were going to be here. Okay. So yeah, Erica, tell me yes again. I know there's a little delayed, and I'm going to go ahead and it was, she really had a lot of energy, and I mean was very very well liked. And the happiest times of her life was whenever she was in high school, basically. Okay. Okay. And I'm writing this information on a yellow paper. Okay, so maybe cigarettes. Okay. But everything else, Erica, let me know if everything else resonates with you on that. Maybe she just smoked cigarettes, but maybe she could also be showing me that she liked to go to parties. So let me go ahead and sorry, I'm using this equipment. Now, what you're going to see at the very beginning is this is kind of what I start with. Okay, you can see that. And it's just and if it's a male, I always change into a male face, okay? But whenever I'm at like a psychic fair, and as you can tell, I'm talking and everything, it's really hard to make sure that the face dimensions are correct, okay? So, but Erica, yeah, let me know if everything else resonated with you. And I'm going to start drawing her because it seems like she's really excited. she had a lot of self confidence, that kind of thing, which is a lovely, lovely person. And Erica, if we're going to continue, and I'm going to say, yes, I think I am with you. So I appreciate everybody else listening and just kind of watching. But it's so fascinating that that this is your first time and your loved one is here. And I was getting the fact that she was more of a friend instead of somebody that you were related to. And I'm kind of getting quiet because I got to concentrate when I do the eyes, especially because you know how delicate they are. And she's going to be a very easy one to draw because she keeps. It's like she's kind of saying, "It's okay. You're going to do fine." It was like she's being very trying to motivate me. And I think that's a lot of her personality as well, is that she was very, she would, oh my gosh, just raise everybody's, be a joy as soon as she walked into the room. Okay, so I'm writing this on a yellow because I want to make it real pretty when I get done here on the other side. Okay, and let me tell you too, whenever I do these kind of drawings, if I get okay, so we'll see if this is okay. So sometimes they'll tell me, and especially in the eyes, they'll turn me a certain. Hi Connor, I'm glad you're back. Welcome. One time I had a spirit tell me, I think it was green eyes. And the lady said, "No, everybody in my family has blue eyes. That's not who it is." I said, "No, there's always for a reason." And it ended up being her, it was the message for the granddaughter who had the green eyes. And so the one thing about whenever I start drawing, that you'll start questioning it. Don't question because, like I said, once we figure out who the spirit is, then we go with exactly what they tell me. Okay. All right. Let's see this one. Now over here, that's why I'm trying to keep both cameras on so that you can see me whenever I get the different colors. Definitely uplifting. Okay. Well, awesome. I think this is probably who this is. Okay, hold on. And as I was talking, I think she knew I was going to get to her eyes. And she keeps telling me she was actually a very, very beautiful girl. Of course, again, she's very self-confident. And I think that's how she could be joyful for everybody. And what she's letting me know right now that high school was the reason why high school was her favorite is because she was such a social person. And once we get out of high school, we don't have. Okay, she did tell you, huh? Okay, all right. So let me tell you, Erica. Don't tell me anymore, okay? Because I'm going to see. Sometimes my ego will get in the way of what you're telling me. So let me make sure that she tells me these things first, and then when I get done, you continue with that, okay? But right now, let's let her talk. And don't tell me anymore because sometimes if I know too much information, again, my ego gets in the way and I keep saying, is this right? Is this wrong? Right? So hang in there. And she's telling me the same thing. Oh, she's giving me goosebumps, which means that I think we have the right person. And she's definitely telling me. But the reason why she liked high school is because she was so social. And then as soon as we graduate from high school, we don't see our friends. We have to go into the real world. Unfortunately, right? Okay. And she's kind of letting me know too that she didn't wear because she's kind of letting me know she was more of a natural beauty, which I'm jealous of people like that. So very natural beauty, and didn't really have to wear much makeup. Which girls like that in high school, yeah. I could never get away without wearing makeup. So. All right. So what I'm gonna do. Okay. All right. How's everybody doing? All right. So I'm going to go ahead. She's going to let me know that, like I said, she wanted to make sure. Let's see. Okay. We'll do this. That she had bangs, which is very interesting. Okay. 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 And it's very interesting because I have a picture of myself with bangs because I've always had bangs all my life. And I was looking at my picture. I have a picture with my dad up above on my desk. And she said I had bangs like that. So I said, okay. So she kind of gave me a reference of the bangs. And she said pretty much she wore it straight down. And I'll give her bangs. But first, I'll do this. Gotta get everything out of the way. She's for the first time, she's getting quiet. She's just kind of watching right now. So let's see if I can get any more. Okay, I'm kind of asking her right now if what y'all used to kind of do things together and everything. She's kind of letting me know. Again, it's kind of like high school. That you had a lot of classes together. And okay, so I don't know. Did y'all used to go out back of the school and go smoke? I don't know. I'm seeing some girls smoking together. Is what she's showing me. So I don't know if it's you and her or if she used to do this. And it's like take a break from school, because school is stressful. But again, she loved writing, and she said it just kind of came natural. Okay. And she is telling me too, because I was kind of asking her about her childhood, and she seems like she had a very happy um, home life, and I think that's why she was able to really help motivate people. Because how high school is, that she was able to really help others that way. I'm going to go ahead and put some highlights in her hair. Okay, let me get this. I think what she's doing is she's waiting for me to catch up. so I'm going to catch up with her. Let me blend her hair real quick. Usually for a female, it takes a while just to kind of add some color. And this is a blending pen. Um, but she's also telling me that she was one. Oh my gosh, my pen's running out. One that would go home, and how she would really kind of meditate would be through journal writing. So she did a lot of self reflection too. Okay. Okay. She's right now letting me know that you and her would really talk about, what y'all would do in the future. How high school girls do. Let me get. Oh, that's not sorry. Hold on. There we go. Because she was such a natural, I don't want to put her lips too bright. Okay, and it's interesting through high school. She's saying, yeah, I definitely tried to stay out of trouble as much as I could. You know, she felt like that she was actually a good girl. You know, so which is awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is just the bottom color because whenever I do this, I have to start out with a lighter color. Yeah, she's telling me, she goes, oh, it's definitely darker than, because, you know, I am very pale. And she's saying, yeah, no, I wasn't that pale. Yeah. I know you're not supposed to make noises, as you, because then everybody knows when you make a mistake, but it's okay. We'll fix it. Where's my, so when I get spread out, oh, there we go. There it is. But you know what? She's also kind of letting me know, because I think it's so sweet that she's coming across after all this time. But she's definitely letting me know that y'all were very supportive of one another. All right. All right. I know it looks, sometimes when you show it, it looks different than when I'm seeing it, especially when it's on camera. I'm gonna go ahead and give her, oh, let's do so, yeah, okay. I'm still gonna give her a little cheeky color. Even though she said she, you know, didn't wear makeup, I know she had more color. All right. Let me go ahead and look. Let's do. I used to, whenever I first started, it would open me up. I would be able to really connect with somebody. Um, and it really helped me whenever I was drawing. And now it seems like my mediumship, whenever I'm connecting, has gone faster. Um, and so it's not as evenly. Sometimes I'll get all the message out and then I'll draw. Okay. Um, okay. One more. Yeah. All right. Um, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to always ask them what color that they want me to do in the background. And so let me see what color that she wants. And then I'll start working on the message, and then you can give me validation, okay? And see if there's anything else that she wants to say. Okay, gotcha. All right. And I'll explain why she's choosing a certain color. Okay. And what this is, it's chalk. And I usually don't put clothes on, I just do this. This is just what my, spirit guides or whoever was getting me to go this direction. Awesome. Okay. So the reason why she's choosing yellow, okay, is because it goes with the message that she wants to tell you, Erica, okay? She wants you to know that, I mean, when you told me that, that you had strong head on your shoulders and everything, and that she was independent, and it may seem like she had it all together, because she was kind of like I said, she was flighty, she was self confidence, but she said, Erica, you really taught her um, what the world was really like. Because you know how we can fantasize what life is like. You really taught her the things that she needed to, so she wasn't crushed, in other words, okay, when she found out she didn't live in our fantasy world. You were able to bring her to life and like a wake up call. So you can't live in a Disney show forever. So, and that really helped her. Okay, so she's saying, even she was able to motivate you, but you really helped her, and you really helped her to see what she really needed to see. Because sometimes, our truths, what we believe in, can kind of interfere a lot of times with it kind of becomes an illusion. And she said that you really helped her, and she wanted to thank you for that. Okay, for the lessons that you showed her. All right, so she wanted me to kind of there's some white in her hair, and she was saying kind of add some more color. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so Erica, this is the time you can go ahead and talk now. I appreciate it. I didn't mean to, get you too quiet. But let me know what resonated with you, and if this, makes sense to you about your message. And I can't draw how beautiful she was. I mean, there's just no way. But she was radiant, And like I said, she did not need to wear makeup at all. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I understand what you mean. Okay. All right. So what I will do, Erica, is I'm going to write everything on the side over here because whenever, like I said, I'm trying to, talk at the same time and explain what I'm doing. So I'll write everything on the side so that you'll have it. But if you don't mind, message me so that on the Stepping Stones to Spiritual Guidance page, okay? Oh, darling. You know what? Oh my goodness, and it gives me goosebumps as well. And I hope if you have any questions, just let me know. And whenever we cry when a loved one comes across, it means that it was something that you were needing to hear at the time, and that's why she came across. Okay, is that she wanted to be here for you, but yeah, I mean, if this is your first time, it's no accident that you were here tonight, okay? There's no surprises. You were meant to be here. Because I don't know if you heard me, but she really made herself known before I even came on. And it's like, okay, I'll draw you the wing. So, okay. So, does anybody have any questions over what you just saw? Because I can fill you in because this is spiritual knowledge. And I just wanted to demonstrate what it looks like because, like I said, a lot of spirit artists can do real life or they can do, like I just said, similarities. And whenever I draw spirit, your loved one that comes through, oh, that's awesome. They tell me exactly, they tell me, like she said, bangs clear as day. I mean, she almost, the reason I said, why did you wear bangs? And she said, because I had a big forehead. So I don't know if that was true, but that's what I heard. Okay. And it's like it's a conversation going back and forth. And many times, especially if it's a grandfather that passed away and I have their granddaughter in front of me, they don't recognize their young grandfather because they're going, I don't remember him being that young. So and I go, find pictures. So go find pictures. But this is how they wanted me to draw. Okay. So Erica, I will definitely get this to you, but be sure. And if I don't hear from you, I will definitely, I'll try to find you and try to send it to you. And it will be a picture. Okay. Hey, Shelly, how are you? Oh, cheers. Oh my goodness. Cheers, cheers, cheers. So, Erica, I send you love. And I do have, and I hope I see everybody there that's here tonight, a Monday night show on wine and spirits. And I do readings there. I don't do the drawings. I do mini readings, okay? But I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Whenever I say, oh, I do spirit art, now you know what it looks like, okay? I have to add color. I'm just a color person, right? Okay. Oh, well, thank you. And you know what? I want to thank your friend, and I want to look at her name again. For coming through, Stella. I want to thank her for coming through because it takes a lot of energy for her to come through. So I want to thank her as well for coming through. All right, loves. I want everybody to have a wonderful rest of the week and weekend. And remember to keep that faith. Okay. Oh, you want to see the picture? Oh, of course. Of course you can. Let me show in stream. And I haven't written the message yet because I want it nice and pretty. So it's when I'm talking and everything, it's really hard. So this is the picture that I drew of Shelly tonight. Okay, and it's more of a likeness. Okay, I'm glad, Erica, that you can recognize her. So that's awesome. Awesome. She was a beauty. Okay. All right. So I will see you soon.